Hello, everyone. My name is Corbin Malloy,
I'm Loki from the varsity.
and we are here for the Overwatch JV playoffs game today. Got some exciting matchup here. I'm very interested to see how today is gonna go.
At this first map at here, loading into Oasis. Map pit. Gotten to see our team play a few. Kind of interested to see how they deal with it. All right, starting off here, we see the varsity team on Ryan.
Having a little bit of lag on the.
Yeah.
I mean, Genji is immediately going to be taking this flank, getting a lot of damage in there, but they are playing pretty stacked up here. It'll be interesting to see what their game plan is. Tracer and Genji is going to put a lot of pressure on this BAP, and it's going to make it really difficult.
Yeah, early pick on our BAP.
Immediately going to lose the BAP.
All right, Herm gets a pick on the Tracer here. Take some pressure off of the NSU support. Putting some pressure on the Emmerson. All like Herm almost has Venture ult here. Lucio fell.
Ryan's immediately going to be trying to go in for a nice swing here on the Lucio, getting a lot of value right now.
Shatter.
And does have Shatter, but a good Venture ult from her. But a big pulse bomb's immediately going to take out their supports. But they're able to solidify and capture point here.
That early ult by her really came into use there. We have Shatter here. I don't know if it's better to engage early with it. They pop the carry ult here. Let's see. Oh, they commit the Shatter. They commit the bomb. Okay, they pick our Sojourn.
Fine, getting out a lot of value here on point, getting kill after kill while the healers stay alive. Great consistency coming out from CJ Sparrow. That's going to give a little bit more time for him to return to the group. Let's take a look at our Sojourn here.
We have two ults here. We have the ult advantage.
Yeah, big ult advantage. This should allow them to take some good space. Herm holding on to site here. He's going to go help. It's a big kill on Tracer from the Reinhardt.
Oh, we commit the railgun here.
See if he's able to get any value. He does force beat, so that was honestly worth it, but they need to keep Herm alive here. They're about to build another Shatter. Big kill coming out from Herm.
Window.
Yeah, it does look like there's another commitment. It's 70%, so if they can build Shatter for this last fight.
Herm's getting pretty close too. He did good with that first ult. Hopefully he can.
I'm going in on the Lucio, getting a lot of damage. She's immediately going to back off.
A little bit of pressure on that Tracer. I'd like to see Herm put a little bit more pressure on this.
Herm's going in. He's going to put some pressure on this Lucio. Oh, and a great beat. If he's able to kill him, he's not able to. They do have Shatter online.
Junkrat gets 3.
Ooh, and an unfortunate loss there, but luckily the Rhine was disciplined enough to not commit Shatter there, and that should keep them in this fight for this next section. Right now they're just contesting, and Herm's gonna try to get out here, battling for his life, waiting for a cooldown.
I also have Rush here.
This is a very winnable fight. They just need to get a good Shatter.
The baby Diva's isolated. Just honestly shatter her. Get her out.
Oh, and the tire is going to be committed there after the Curie ult, leaving them just with Shatter. I'm going to be honest. I know Junkrat is online. He has the tire, but I think you could still commit Shatter there and wipe out the 3 in front of you. Especially if you use that Emor. I don't know where their Emor was at the time, if they had already used it to keep their teammate alive. But I think that was kind of a misplay on their part.
I'm not a tank player, so I can't say for sure. But seeing the Diva demet was a good opportunity.
To be the time, he's only going to shatter the Diva. Still gets him out, and he's going to kill him. They need to stay alive, though.
Carry you, though.
Big kills coming out from everybody, but Junkrat and Tracer are still alive.
They managed to clean up pretty well.
They clean it up. That's a team kill, and they're going to have almost no time to recap, and that should be a round for NSU on this first map. I mean, a good round, all things considered. I still think they missed a couple opportunities to commit the ults, finish out those rounds, but it ended out working in their favor. They had enough resources for that final fight. Give it to them. Apologies to our laggy game. I'm not sure what the issue. We'll get it fixed in the next map. A little strange.
Oh, we see a change from Emmerson here. They switch on to the Sombra. Sombra's in a weird spot right now and feels like it's hard to get any use out.
Sombra is actually not allowed in the...
Oh, they swapped.
I meant to disable that character. On my bad.
Swap the Reaper here.
We're gonna see a Overwatch here, so it'll be interesting to see how they want to play it.
Harm's on the fair here. Harm on fair can be pretty good, a little bit aggressive at times, but I like the energy.
He's gonna get a big jump in there. Should be able to keep. Oh, and he's just not gonna be able to get healed enough. And Herm's gonna have to back off without his Mauga. Diva putting a lot of pressure. Gonna clean up this fight, and that's gonna stagger them out for a while.
Yeah, this BAP needs to die or get out.
If they won't quit, neither will I.
Batman.
A lot of good comms actually coming out from NSU here. It's good that they're keeping that consistent. Let's see if they can keep it going. Reaper with Wraith is going to use Wraith. That means he has no get out of jail free card. Can they get a good jump in here?
Bit of all.
Lodron trying to put pressure on the off angle. This is a great position for him if he can get some damage going. You gotta stick to one character. Gets the damage on Lucio. Reaper's still alive. No, they need to kill her. They are on point. And that's gonna be point. Now let's see where they want to set up here. Right now they're just sitting down on the low ground. Emmerson preparing to go back in.
We're close to about 3 ults here. Closing in on
pretty good ult economy for Emmerson. So this should be interesting to see how they want to counter it. That Malga ult.
They have to respond better to this tire. I think last time they let 3 of them get picked by it, they have to be able to identify where it's coming.
I mean, just look at the ults. Tire's immediately going to be engaged. Trying to hold. Ooh, that was a really scary moment. Unfortunately, he was so preoccupied with trying to stay alive from the tire that his Malga was caught out. Ult's being committed.
Oh, Emmerson invested B. I didn't.
They invested 4 ults, actually. They used Cole. Honestly, NSU gets out of that pretty well if they can regroup and go back in.
Rally, but they used 4 ults. They have to watch out for this Reaper. They're not much to counter. Yeah,
That's going to be a major stagger on a Sojourn. They're going to have to regroup and probably re-engage at 75%, which puts them at only a couple fights left into this round unless they can cap. Oh, and a big stagger coming out from Aubrey on Brig. I mean, that's pretty brutal. 70%. Now you're not going to be able to engage until the last 85%.
Really cannot afford that in these crucial moments.
You have window. You don't necessarily need to wait around.
They could go up. Oh. Oh, they're committing to that.
They're kind of scrambling a little bit. Now they need to use window, most likely.
Oh.
I love Overwatch.
Yep. Good little lag spike we're having. A bit of our junior varsity off the win again there. back shortly. Map pick, I believe. All right. Map here, we're going to be loading into King's Row.
Righty.
Match.
King's Row is it's a fun map, but at times it can be a very standoffish map. Hard to get any progress on. So I'm excited to see if our junior how they take this first stroke. I know they struggled with it in the past, but I think they've been improved from what I can see, at least.
Ready.
Let's see, we're starting off on map. Right. Be a bit of different team comp for Emmerson here. For the Reinhardt.
And
We see Juno Brig for us on NSU. Juno Brig can be pretty strong. Not my favorite comp to run, but it works.
This is going to be delightful!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
A little bit of a sneak attack Reinhardt over here. They are not prepared for it. Oh, and an amazing pin coming out from the Reinhardt. The move certainly did not help them in that situation. You gotta love to see it. They're still trying to go for the fight here. Big picks. Herm is able to land one pick there, which is really nice, but they need a fast regroup. After losing their Juno, they lose a lot of their momentum. So let's see if they can re-pick up that momentum.
They lost the Drent Rat, so this might be a good time for them.
Herm going into the back line, immediately going to try to disrupt. Oh, and great damage coming out of the Ana.
Great pick on the Ana.
They're still calling out. I think Ryan is on point. But Herm and CJ Sparrow are just locking it down here.
All right, that was a very good play by Herm there. He managed to pick off the Ana.
Let's take a look at those replays real quick if we have any. Just very strange gameplay. Right now because we switched it. But whatever.
All right, we're on the Malga here. Not my favorite tank to play or play against, but let's see.
Herm getting a lot of pressure in the back line. Oh, and a pin. Beautiful pin coming out from Emmerson. That's going to lock down and remove that Venture. Junkrat playing in the library here. He's going to get a lot of value onto CJ Sparrow. That's only going to take him out of that fight. They're going to have to reset here. 4.5 minutes on the clock on second section.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, we are back into the fight here. A lot of ults being used.
So I'm barely hanging on here. Here's some call-outs from our junior varsity team. Good to hear them communicating so well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to be setting up her playing that aggressive play style that he loves to play, putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, with it. Oh, pop the carry. Oh, we invested, you know. Oh.
Gonna be ult committed here onto the Nano Ryan. They need to lock him down. They also use the Sojourn ult. Lots of ults. Used 4 ults and lost their brig, but it doesn't really matter because now they're gonna be able to cap. I would say that's worth it.
Yeah. Ult, but as long as you get the cap, it doesn't really matter. See. It doesn't look like either side's close to too many ults, to be honest. The only thing we're close to shatter here, but
I mean, a lot of resources. Got them to cap, so let's see if they can build up some ultimates, because that final section is going to be pretty brutal to take. Gonna walk the Rhine. It's great. Charge onto the Rhine, but he's going to get a lot of resources committed. Sojourn is going to be picked out, but you have an amazing pin. Just disrupting them.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful charge coming out from Herm and CJ Sparrow. That's the kind of commitment you want to see.
That was an amazing play by Herm there.
Yeah, I mean, combined with that charge, I mean, it's just brutal. It's hard to deal with.
Okay, we hit the ult come out.
Ult is going to be committed from Herm, and he's going to try to put a lot of that damage, and he's just decimating that Ana. If they can keep calming what they're targeting.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a beautiful round. 3 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock.
Good time for Kings Row. It seems like our junior varsity team really came alive after they got to that second point.
I mean, they are absolutely locked in here. Taking a real look at that last round, I mean, it was actually really beautiful. They were really communicating on their attacks, and that combination between Mauga and Venture, it's just brutal to deal with.
Yeah. That like little charge Mauga does, and that drill that Venture has. Always see it for the play of the game, but stars kind of aligned there, and it really worked out for them. Alright, setting for our NSU team.
Right?
Absolutely.
They're going to be setting up for this next section.
We do see Emmerson swap off the Ana here.
Brig Juno comp coming out from NSU, while we're seeing a Morapap comp with Diva.
Interesting, but the Ana was getting ran over. I understand the swap off of Ana.
Now let's see how they want to set this up. We're waiting for them to kind of walk in here. Let's take a look at that perspective. They're going to walk. Let's see the Venture. Let's see what they're doing here. They're immediately going to walk in, try to disrupt. He's going to try to pin onto the Diva, which is a little interesting. big pick onto the BAP, and it is just a massacre for NSU right now. They are just getting good picks. Unfortunately, they did lose Herm to the Junkrat. And they still have more up, and they have better spawns. Emmerson might be able to pick up the potential that they need to walk in on this.
Yeah, we... Oh, we're giving you a bank I hear out in calls.
Juby is going to take that high ground, and Brig just flew into another country. It's gonna be hard regrouping, waiting for them to walk in. They're gonna have to use a lot of util to back up for a second. They're playing around the statue, not letting them take the free space.
Good call outs there.
Ooh, and almost getting that kill onto Tracer, but it's not gonna be enough. Gonna get ready for a jump. He's gonna be trying to get that damage onto Baptiste. Ooh, and a big punch in, gonna be coming out for Malga, and that's gonna get Bap killed there. Big kill coming out from Atten here on the Juno. That's gonna take out Junkrat. Another pin coming in from Malga.
We're getting close to Cage and Ventral here.
Now this should be pretty brutal combination for NSU, but Emerson's starting to get some ults online. That tire is gonna be dangerous. Big pin coming in from Malga. And the Cole is going to try to keep heals alive, but it is going to take out Herm. This is a precarious situation if they can't use some ult here. Ooh, and a big pin drop onto the Tracer, and that's ultimately going to cause D.Va to get out of mech and keep NSU in the fight. And they don't even need to commit Malga ult.
He did have to commit the rally, though. It was a good rally.
1:30. They're calling that this is going to be the last fight. Let's see if their predictions are going to be coming in. If Emerson can fast regroup, that might allow them to turn this into 2 fights, with the second fight a little sporadic, but we will see.
They're getting close to window and bomb here. See that we have Juno ult, we have Sojourn ult, and we have
All right, this would be a great time for the cage match, but he's not really wanting to connect.
For a while, you wanted to see him go.
He's going to use it here and try to get the BAP caught out. Still doesn't commit.
Hold on to the cage
match
for way too long.
Well, he also has cardiac. He can keep himself alive. I feel like that was a misplay from Malga, as well as the Juno.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 ult up inning.
Yeah, that was a misplay from NSU, and that's going to give Emerson the opportunity.
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
Right here, into the second section. Sojourn kind of holding this high ground, trying to, I guess, keep the control. I think they're going to try to play this choke.
Venture's up there with them layout. Fading him.
Ooh, and they're actually going to call to leave the choke and play a little bit of distance. I'm not really sure if you really need to do that. Malga can play up close and personal. Ooh, and a great pick out. It's going to be coming out from Herm. And that's what you want. They're going to go for a hard stomp and probably use cage match here. The anti is going to pop into him. Can they keep their tank alive? He's going to go off into the side room and fight Mora. Mora no fade.
Alga barely clinging to life here.
Still have cage match. 1:50 for Emmerson.
Yeah, we need to invest this long. He could already built another one by now.
And that's very true. Malga, boring and cringe character, but it is broken and really good. And they're going to fall back. Emerson has that tire online. We've seen a lot of good picks come out from that tire.
Hey.
Gonna go long ways. Ooh, and it is gonna get Herm. But they still have cage match online. If they want to use it, they could use it. The cage match is going to be committed. Great picks coming out from Malga. They're gonna get the demon. Oh, and Herm barely getting out with his life. It was scary situation.
Barely weasels his way out of there.
And that cage match kept him shielded when he came back in. It was scary, but it worked. Minute. We're gonna be coming down to the last fight. Look at Emmerson.
It's rough for NSU here because we do not have any ults, and they're coming to fight.
But look where, but take a look where payload is. I mean, even if Emmerson commits a lot of ult, that's gonna give enough time for NSU to regroup and fight one last fight, and probably at least have one ult online by then.
This ends now.
Lots of ults being committed. Anti's gonna be popped on a Sojourn in the back line. Oh, and an amazing pick coming out from Herm, but it's gonna get traded. NSU's still up here, and ults were committed by Emmerson, and it just did not land what they needed.
Hey there.
Right now they're fighting into this last fight. Overtime is gonna just start. Junk has the touch. They're gonna get the Junk killed, and it doesn't look like Emerson's really gonna be able to touch. Oh, but Sojourn's barely gonna come in and get a kill. 2 kills. Can they keep the touch train going? Bomb committed, but it's not gonna land on anything. They really have. I mean, it's so much control, and that's gonna be second map. NSU.
I think for play, we're going to see that drill dash by Herm. Right?
I really hope we do, because that was just a beautiful combination. Herm dominating on Venture. I'm not allowing them to have any space. And just look at that drill. I don't know how he didn't get pinned into the wall, but the combination with Malga and Venture is just brutal, and it's hard to deal with. And that's a full team kill and a beautiful round for NSU. We will be right back in a few minutes, but it should not take us very long to get into this third match. So we'll be back in just a second. And we are going into this third map. Excellent matchups in general.
Initiating match.
I mean, excellent rounds from NSU. It's exactly what you want to be seeing here. Loki, what are you thinking going into this third map for NSU? All they got to do is win this, and they win the series.
Yeah, I think they. Yep, they've been really good about communicating today, and I've been really enjoying seeing Herm's venture.
Yeah, I mean, that Venture Malga combo is just brutal. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, like it being a support player and seeing him being able to like
Ready for battle.
combos. It's kind of hard to watch on one hand, but it's satisfying to watch as a DPS player, I'm sure. But
I can dig that. I can dig
overall,
that.
not
I
too
can
many
dig that. I can
changes.
dig that. I can
Do
dig
go
that. I
on
can dig
Ana
that.
instead, you know.
I can dig
Let's see how this Ana
Ooh.
change benefits them.
They
Look
have
at
a
Emerson's
Zen
heal
player.
comp. Yeah, Curie Zen with the Queen. I think might be a lot of damage. We'll see if that helps them a lot. The Discord Orb on Malga, of course, is going to be brutal to deal with.
I think we got nerfed recently.
I actually thought it was a buff, but I didn't really read into it anyway. Let's lock in here and see what's going on. Malga is going to be holding down this front line. Zen extremely far up. All it's going to take is one good jump, and that's going to do a lot of damage. That combination doing a lot of damage onto the Queen.
Ooh,
And a great pick
They
coming out
managed
from
to get the
CJ
Queen.
Sparrow.
should be able to get this in.
NSU's going to be looking to make this map take 60 seconds. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Let's get the world record.
Right now, our stream is 48 minutes long. If they can make this stream last less than an hour, that's going to be pretty beautiful for NSU. Let's see if they can pull that off. But Emmerson has actually not a bad comp. I'm interested to see how Emmerson wants to utilize it, because right now that Zen's playing out of position. That's too much. Well, Reaper is playing really far back. Good knife, but it's not going to be enough, and he's going to try to force down this Reaper, and a beautiful pick, but Herm is probably going to die here. He did have drill out. I guess he didn't notice it, and he was too
That's
committed to
Zen.
doing the damage.
Not so fast.
Let's see. Our brig's a bit.
Hey there. The robot.
I'm gonna try and take the front line damage for our Ana.
Maybe it was too early to call that if you wanted to do those fast games. They're going to be down to Herm, so they're waiting a second. They do almost have some ults online here. I'm interested to see if they can do it. Oh, but they're going to lose their Ana, and that's not what they want. A big pick coming up from Zen. I mean, that Zen is a really good pick here. I mean, it should put a lot of pressure on NSU. Big pick coming out from CJ Sparrow onto the Tracer. That's going to make things a little even here. Another great pick.
A great
Herm's kind of
pick by
playing
the
conservatively. He needs to get in there and help his team. I feel like Herm played way too careful there, and he kind of left his team to die there as they were getting
Absolutely.
picks.
They need to isolate this in a bit more. They've been kind of letting them just stay. That's been really hurting their supports on how much they have to do. You know?
Sure.
They can probably force out the strength too. Ooh, manages to dodge the pulse.
Pulse, yeah, not getting any of the value they need. Malga getting pressured by that
Oh,
Discord. He's going to go in for ult, and this is going to be massive. Zen's probably going to use ult here to keep his team alive. But if they use nade, focus down the nade, guys. You don't need to be so concerned about the fact Zen ulted. And a big kill through the crans, and he's going to get that Zen, and Zen's not going to be able to do much. NSU still has Nano and Brig online. Both support ults could be pretty brutal to deal with.
Yeah, they have rally too. I'm excited to see.
Yeah,
how they
it
play
seems we used both DPS ults, which is fine, but that Reaper ult is going to be the big question. If Aubrey can use Bash to stun Reaper, that's going to be huge.
Absolutely. We also have sleep, but that can be very hard to hit. Something to walk on here.
This would be the time. They got to keep their Brig alive here. Oh, and a great sleep.
Yeah,
Coming up from Adden. Fantastic UC util. Kept their team alive. They still have Nano. They're going to be using Nano now on Malga to keep the fight going. They just need to start getting some picks here. Nothing's really happening. A swap onto Zen from Zen to Lifeweaver. The Nano, unfortunately, did not get a whole lot of value, nor did they get enough picks. We'll switch to CJ Sparrow here. He's on the front lines, fighting off. Right now, they're getting a lot of space.
But I don't like the life up here.
I think it's just kind of random, and I think Emerson's giving up. Ooh, and great damage going on to Reaper, and fantastic pick for Herm. That's what they needed. CJ Sparrow is going to be in this front line. Curiel is going to be committed from Emmerson.
Ooh, here's some call-outs.
And this is going to be the cage match to end this round. If cage match can get enough.
And we have Venture ult.
It's a good cage match, but Lifeweaver is going to get that thing. He's going to get Tree online. Can they keep CJ Sparrow alive? And they are able to get amazing picks. They need 3 on point to finish out the push. That's a team kill, and that's going to end the round. And a beautiful 3-0 for the series for NSU.
There's some passion from our team here.
Lots of passion. 3-0 NSU against Emmerson. GG's in the chat. Honestly, Emerson had a nice comp there, but it just wasn't enough. Wow, that's a weird glitch. But this is a beautiful cage match, and they focused the ante. You gotta remember, just because Zen ults does not mean they kills, and they showed it there in that section.
Absolutely. I think kind of look like that. Gotta keep your head.
Yeah, and that is going to be the end of our Overwatch AV, finishing that stream out very quickly. Only a 54-minute stream. I'm sorry, guys. But beautiful performance from NSU. We're excited to see them in the next playoff game because they only need to win this next game to go to divisional championships. We're excited to see you next week, and thank you for joining us. My name is Corbin Malloy.
I've been Dawson.
And we'll catch you in the next stream later this week on Friday. Is going to be a beautiful Meet the Teams Minecraft tournament between all the teams. We'll catch you later.